Hey guys and gals on YouTube, how y'all doing? Dave Floyd here, and I don't have the full Lego Spyrius sets, the lace, the theme, I think it is, but we'll show what we do have, explain why I feel it's time for this video, because that last set, I don't know if I ever get it. Okay, let's start with my little list here. I got 6949, the Robo Guardian from 1994. That's this big mech here. Yeah, the arms. Anyways, the arms have these little levers on the back, and they ratchet in. So they have that kind of a play feature. Well, it is a play feature. On the back, we got this little vehicle back here, a little flyer. He's held with the robo arms, so now comes a little flyer, red and black. Do like the theme for Spyrius. This set is from 1994. It has the Spyrius design over everything. This is a sticker here, but down here, curiously, these have the little arrows, is a little magnetic box, and the same box is used on the Recon robot, which we'll talk about that, I think, next, I believe. But there's no legs, there's no knees. This creates like a tank tread look. It's kind of cool. It's extremely sturdy, and his head is removable, and it's tiled over, so it doesn't stick very hard. So the head is like a flyer. It's got the little bomb thing on the back. It's kind of cool. It's typical of the era. And the Spyrius Chief is your figure inside there. Now, one other thing I have to point out is their terrestrial vehicles, their mechs, a few other vehicles they've made, did always use the red. Seemed like it anyways. That's just something I've noticed. Blue is flyers, red is terrestrial vehicles. I'm going to just put it that way. All right, now we're going to look at 6889, the Recon robot, also 1994. A much smaller build, tiny actually, kind of cool. Same wheels, no knee design. It has this little door, opens up at the back. It's got a little blaster back there. And got the weapons here. This is something kind of funny. I mean, his head is banged in there, but maybe this is more like a radio control. It has this like AI intelligence printed piece in here. It's really cool. And this little robot works really good. This is just a single brick on his head with the side studs. It's pretty cool. Trans red piece here is a bit rare. Yeah, I'm boring myself. Here's that little box that's the same, has the same door as in the Robo Guardian. And these arms, I did not talk about the Robo Guardian so much, but these are those finger joints. Allows pretty good movement, but definitely he's just looking out to grab someone. So I'm guessing if you're going to, for play reasons or mock or whatever you're doing, I don't know. This might be a weapon here, but these are obviously weapons here. It might be a little bit light, but you know, he's small, fast, compact. Pretty cool build. Okay, 6939, the Saucer Centurion, also from 1994. And sometimes you see this one posted on YouTube by people, and they use it like a stationary base. They hold it down, they go, you know, and they're like, no, it's a flyer. If you follow the, I feel silly, the fluff, this is a flyer. You can tell by the color here, and you'll see that this is repeated. So this is a saucer build. You'll see even the blue is carried here, no trans yellow, no trans greens, a little bit of trans green here, but for the most part, it's this dark blue. And with this one, you got just a regular Spyrius guy, but you have Major Kartovsky. And one of the coolest play features that I didn't actually figure it out till even when I was building it was it's got the two arrows here. Now the arrows on these old sets indicate movement or something to be changed. So like as seen, step back about 45 years here, we're going to go into a swoosh ability coming down, and just like in the commercials, reach down, and when you pop this open, he fall and land on his head. Well, in the commercial it showed, the Lego commercial, he like lands, he's like rolling along and like pursuing the good guys because he's obviously a bad guy, right? Nice looking piece. Major Kartovsky's a red and black droid. I mean, what more can be said? It's a great color, etc. And I think it's quite ingenious the way he gets finished with his mission or whatever. You just drop it back down below over him because this is a flyer. You close it back up, and there he is, off and away. Very, very cool set, and I think this really showcases what Lego did with that. It's got the little arm, little grabbing arm that comes out right here. I mean, finger grooves, finger joints. You can say what you want about them, but they, they work and they're cool. I really like this build. I really like this ship. I think it's great. Okay, it's enough. I'm gonna call it simping for that, I guess. 6835. This Saucer Scout. This is another brilliant build, and here, this is why I realized the blue flyer, blue, black rockets, red ground vehicles. Very, very simple, very sturdy build. The only weakness comes in time with this joint here. It comes as just a regular Spyrius guy in there. And not much really said for this, but I mean, swishability, it's sturdy. It's an easy color. There's no stickers, just got the one printed detail, but you could easily mass produce this, at least at the time when these pieces were available. And I'm sure they still are, but Now, 6959, 1994, the Lunar Launch Site. This is a base set available right here. It's on a raised base plate. I did a full video of this one, so we're not going to get into it too much. We'll show the fact that it does have this rocket inside of here. You can probably see it from there. And you got this build here. You got this high-speed vehicle. You'll notice the construction style. But let's look at the flyer, because after all, that's what we're here for. Not really, but same blue piece as before, printed towel on top. The hinge works. This is a little bit tight in here for a figure. And this set is interesting. In fact, there's several pieces they give you. They don't really tell you what to do with them, and they seem a little odd, almost out of place. Like this towel here is a leftover, and I stuck it in here, but it says nothing about it. It's like it don't even exist. And there were some towels and stuff I just placed down because to keep the continuation of the colors. Let's jump on ahead. Let's look at, 1714 is a surveillance scooter, 1995, and 1954-1 is also the surveillance scooter, 1995. The difference is the 1954-1 is in a small cardboard box, and the 1714 was in a little poly bag. It's a very, very simple build. It's almost feels like there's something missing. Like I want to see some rockets or some sort of propulsion underneath here. This is not really quite pulling it for me. It just isn't. There was something else odd about this. Oh yeah, propulsion is always shown as red, or as blue. I'm sorry, blue. But on this one it's red, and it doesn't quite fit. It feels like next gen Spyrius already. It's a year later, but it's such a basic, simple set. There's printed pieces here, but this one appeared in those two sets, and it also appeared in 3013, which was a box set from 1999. That's right, 4 years later. It was called Space Jet. And that's one of the sets I don't have, and I don't technically have 94-1 out because it's the same set. So do I have a complete Spyrius set, or do I need to have those other ones, even though there's no difference? And if I have them loose, there's not going to be any difference. They have to be in those rare set sealed boxes. That does bring me to one set that is not here. It's from 1996. It was a Space Castle value pack. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but they'll have like two completely unrelated themes. And for that one, the set number is 1843 or 1843, and it's just a spaceship. I think it's called Spaceship. I'm not 100% sure. I have seen a couple sealed ones here and there. They are very expensive, like more than probably the base and a couple of the mechs put together. And it's something I could piece together because it does just use standard pieces from the Spyrius line. But anyways, so what do you think is the winner here? It's probably the best set. I mean, I was just picking this one up. Anyways, so do I have the full set here? I feel I do need to have the value pack, and before I can actually say it's a complete set, unfortunately, I do believe I need to have at least the 1954-1, probably the Japan release 3003, which I think there was one on eBay for like $2,000, which is, can you imagine paying $2,000 for that? You're paying for the packaging. I'd love to see one of these in a poly bag. I heard they were actually fairly cheap if you could find them, because people don't like them. I don't know. Anyways, appreciate the views out there and the comments. It's a great community. Y'all stay safe. Till next time. Ciao.